everybody, it's Holly, and thanks for joining me today on Smile by Holly. It's great to have you here. Today I've got a fun little project to share with you and along with the tutorial. So this is just a 3-tiered folder that holds 3 different little cards. You know, I love to make cards and give them away, but I think having them in this little folder just makes the overall gift so adorable. So let me show you this. It has that cute ribbon closure, and then it opens up to these 3 different sections. Now, I've made one of these very similar before that had some tags inside, so that's another option. But I went ahead and I made these it's almost like a slimline card. The size of this card is 3.5 by 5.5, so a little bit outside the norm of a card, but I think this size turned out just so cute. And it fit just perfectly down in these little slots. So what a cute way to give somebody, you know, just a variety of cute cards. Everything in the set matches. I think it's just a really cute gift, if I do say so myself. And then that folds over, and then once again, you've got the ribbon closure. So let's just go ahead and jump in and I'll show you how to make this. So you'll want to start with just a base piece of cardstock. Now this is 12 by 12, but I have cut it down to 12 by 10. So cut your cardstock down to 12 by 10. On the 10-inch side, we're going to score at 6. And then we're going to flip our paper around to the 12-inch side, and we're going to score at 4 and at 8. Okay, and we are done with the scoring. Let me bring in my paper. So you can see we've got the 6 different boxes, the 3 bigger ones and then the 3 smaller ones. So you can tell this is going to fold up, and that's going to make our little folder. But if you try to fold it, it's very bulky, and that's where right now we need to take some of that bulk out. So I'm just going to cut from this score line up to the middle score line on these 2 lines. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to just ever so slightly cut on each side of that score line, almost to make, you know, a very small little V. And let me show you what I mean. So just on each side, I'm just going to cut up on the score line. But by going on either side of that score line, it's going to take out a little bit more than if I were to just cut up on the score line. So can you see that? It's just a little bit of a V that I've taken out. I'm going to go ahead and do that on this one. So just once again, on both sides of that score line, cut up, and that will take out just enough of that extra bulk that this is going to fold that much better. Now I'm going to fold these over and get that little tiny piece cut off. So those are my 2 little pieces. Just going to cut that off and cut that off. Okay, so let's open it up. And there you have it. So see, it's just a little bit thicker than if we would have just cut right up on it. But this is going to make it, as we fold it in and over, just so much nicer. Okay, I'm going to score that right now. Give it a good burnish to help it fold good. And then once again, the cards that I put down in here, I actually made per this little mini album. So it is kind of a different size. It's a 3.5 by 5.5, but it fits just perfectly down in here. So what you want to do is when you go ahead to fold your little flaps up, you want to make sure that you're just barely adding glue on the edges, because you're going to need, you know, as much room as you can for that little card to go down on the inside. If you use adhesive tape, when you go to stick the cards down in, it can get stuck on the adhesive. So for this part, I actually recommend that you just use a wet glue. I think it works better. You alleviate the chance of that adhesive getting stuck on, you know, whether it's a tag or a card, you know, that you alleviate the chance of that getting stuck. Okay, so I folded that up. I'm going to go ahead and do it on my other two sides. Once again, just a thin layer on these outer sides. I'm using art glitter glue. I love art glitter glue. It has such a good strong hold that even though I'm just using a tiny bit of glue, I know that when I go to stick my cards down in, it's going to hold. And that's important. You know, when you're doing crafts, you want to make sure that your craft does hold together. Okay, give that a good push down. I'm going to let that just kind of sit for a minute. But as you can see, that folds over and then that folds over and just makes a cute little folder. So simple. That is our base. Now we have the fun part of just adding all of our fun little embellishments. Now, before you add the paper, if you're going to add paper on the front, you do want to add your ribbon. Let me grab my ribbon. You want to put your ribbon down so that when you put your embellishments over your paper, it covers up your ribbon. So I'm just going to let my hot glue warm up a minute. We'll put our ribbon on in just a minute. Let's go ahead and add some cute embellishments on the inside. This paper pack is called Feeling Frosty. And isn't it just so cute? I think I'll put that over there. Well, we'll put the house in the middle. That's cute. And I have cut these embellishments down just a titch. These are coming in at 3 3/4 by 3 3/4 square. So, but look how perfect that is on the front of that little pocket. Oh, love it, love it, love it. Look how cute that saying is. Home is wherever I'm with you. Oh, I think that's so cute. So what are you guys up to today? Have you been winter crafting, spring crafting? You know, it's just about that time to pull out all of the fun spring and Easter stuff. I'm getting excited. Now, you could certainly use double-sided paper because then you would have, you know, the different sided paper here and then on the outside of your album. So keep that in mind. That is definitely an option. I think on the side of this, what do I want? We'll add that cute little snowman. This is also a perfect spot to add some journaling. Okay, now once again, before I add any embellishments on the outside, I'm going to do just a dab of hot glue and then put my ribbon down. And I've just cut, well, let's see what that is. Oh, about 10 inches, 2 pieces of 10-inch ribbon, just so we have enough to make a cute little bow. Flip it over to the back, add some hot glue. Now we can feel free to add our paper to actually cover up, you know, that piece of ribbon there. I think we'll add this snow cute on the front. That's really cute. And what else do I want? There were so many fun little cute embellishments in this kit. Love it. Add some ice skates and joy. And of course I'm going to add a bow. Put that right there. I think we'll add maybe a couple things right in here. cup of hot chocolate. Okay, let me grab my cards. And I just made these pretty simple, but you could certainly go through and add some fun embellishments on these. You know, not too thick because you still want them to be able to slip down in your folder. But actually that fun little card size turned out, I think, really cute. Just a little bit smaller than your normal size card, but how perfect to go down in there. Look at that, let's snuggle. So cute. And then I cut the envelope down and just glued it on the bottom. Basically, I made my own size envelope and it worked out just super, super, super simple. Super good. So there we go. We've got our 3 cute little cards. That folds over, darling place for journaling. And then we'll tie this together. And, you know, like I say, add your jewels or your little pop-ups, and ba-boom, you've got yourself an adorable little mini album with cards to give. You know, if you like making cards as much as I do, what a fun way to gift. I just think just a darling, cute way to say, hey, here's a, you know, a pack of cards for you. So look, there are our 2 cute little mini albums. I hope that maybe I gave you some ideas of a cute little project to work on. So thank you so much for joining me today. It was great to have you here. I really do appreciate your support and taking time out of your day to watch the video. Have a wonderful, fun, crafty day. If you like the video, give me a big thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing to my channel. Love to have you along. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Goodbye, everybody.